Welcome back to the Ovens Garage. Today we're going to be replacing the rear pinion seal in my 1993 Dodge W250. Okay, we're going to start by putting the truck in a position where we can access all the U-joint caps bolts here. Take a 5/16 socket, remove both caps. Before you remove the drive shaft, make sure you've got the vehicle blocked on one of the wheels. Now we can remove the drive shaft. Make sure these caps don't fall off. Okay, now that the drive shaft is out of the way, I'm gonna mark the pinion shaft and the yoke here in about the same plane, so that way I know where the yoke is positioned in relation to the pinion shaft. All right, I've got this 1 5/16 socket and I'm gonna bust this nut off with the high torque impact. Should be a washer here, but I don't see one. And here you can see the old seal and how much it was leaking here at the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can pull this out with a self-tapping screw and a hammer. So we'll get the screw in here. All right, so I cleaned up the opening here a little bit. I've got my new pinion seal. This is a genuine Spicer 42449. It's the same as the front. Some of them might come with like a red on the outer lip. That's your seal. This one doesn't have one, so I'm gonna add a bit of RTV to the exterior lip of this, so that way it seals when it goes in there. Okay, I've got a bit of RTV on the seal now, and if you have a block of wood, that's probably best to go on the outside and hammer this into its spot. And I'm gonna switch to this flat-headed punch here and just tap on the metal, get it into position. There we go. It's starting to go now. And it'll bottom out. There's a lip just behind there, so you can't go too far. So I also forgot to mention, but the inside of the seal was already pre-coated in some grease. If yours doesn't have some, just add some grease in there before you put the yoke back in there. Okay, so I got the yoke cleaned up here. Just one thing to note, you might want to check your yoke, see if it has grooves. This one actually has what I would think probably is a substantial groove in it, but I don't know if they make wear sleeves for these or if you just have to buy a whole new yoke. But if this still leaks, I'm gonna have to replace this yoke and get a new one. Otherwise, we'll see how this one holds up. And after cleaning it up, I did find a washer. It was just really caked on. So we'll take our mark and line it back up with our mark on the pinion shaft. So I put a bit of RTV on the back side of that washer. I'm gonna throw our nut back on now. We'll run this nut down and then we torque it down to 250 to 270 foot-pounds as per the factory service manual. Okay, now we can throw the drive shaft back on and the U-joint caps. And now that we're done, don't forget to top up your gear oil. I'm just using this 75W90 synthetic gear oil Motormaster from Canadian Tire. And that's how you change a pinion seal on a first-gen Cummins with the Dana 70 rear axle. Thanks for watching. Cheers.